Welcome to the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by PkmnTrainerJ. Ingress Insights is a podcast about the Niantic game Ingress. Listen each week for the latest news, updates and rumours. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a voice message or emailing us at the links in the show notes.
Additional intel available.
Before I get properly started, I know this episode is a little late. I was really ill yesterday, so I didn't record as intended. So I'm now recording it on Sunday and releasing it the same day. Hopefully you get it on your podcast feed at normal times for you. And I know most people tend to listen on Monday, so hopefully it doesn't cause too much of an issue for it being a bit late. Hello agents, and welcome to episode 91 of the Ingress Insights podcast. This week we're going over the Theta Anomaly series details that have just been announced, as well as some upcoming updates to Ingress related to Niantic profile Campfire and Wayfarer. We'll also be looking at a few further details and news items come up as well. First of all, we'll get into the anomaly related news.
What's up? This is Smooth Guy O, and you listen to the Ingress Insight podcast.
Before we get into Theta items, I know there's been a lot of lore that's come out related to the previous memory series. I think at the moment we're on Erased 02. I won't be covering them in this episode. What I'll do is cover them all when they're all out, and then put that out as an extra episode at some point, just with my thoughts on what's going on, what may have happened, what may have affected the memory series, and what may still be affecting it. But I won't be covering it in this episode, just cover the Theta news, which I'll get into now. On the 10th of April, the Ingress team put up a post that was the Theta Anomaly season, the overview post for it, as well as various other posts. The lore for this one mentions, as the dream deepens, time, memory and experience swirl and recombine. What happened and what is true may not always be the same. A voice is growing stronger, shaping those it reaches, but this voice is sometimes contradictory. Every agent holds a string that crosses this threshold between the real and the imagined, vibrating with every action. From April to June, agents could take part in the Theta Anomaly season, competing across multiple events to earn the most season points for their faction. In addition, by taking part in some of these events, agents will be able to earn the 3-tiered Theta Agent Profile Medal. This is the first time I've had a tiered medal in that way for the anomalies, at least as far as I know. So the Theta medal is a 3-tiered medal, as it mentions. So bronze is unlocked at 2,000 Theta tokens. Silver is unlocked at 4,000 Theta tokens, and gold is unlocked at 6,000 Theta tokens. Agents may earn the Theta medal by accumulating Theta tokens through the following means. So daily bounties, earning 10 Theta tokens by completing each daily research bounty, and earn 10 Theta tokens by reaching each daily research bounty milestone. And they noted the contributing period is from the 19th of April to the 30th of June, so you won't get any points for it right now. The global campaign, you can earn 4,000 Theta tokens by completing the Theta global campaign, which I'll get into in more detail later. So if you just did the global campaign, that'd get you silver. Anomalous and skirmishes, you can earn up to 2,500 Theta tokens by completing the anomaly campaign at a Theta anomaly site, and earn up to 1,500 Theta tokens by attending a Theta skirmish event site. So a Theta token agent stat will be added to your agent profile for the duration of the Theta Anomaly season to help you monitor your individual progress. An additional campaign called Theta Rewards will run from 19th of April at 12 AM UTC to 1st of July at 11:59 PM UTC. This campaign will enable agents to earn additional item rewards as they gain increasing amounts of Theta tokens. The event schedule is also shared in the post. So first of all, we've got the Theta campaign global, which is from the 19th of April 2025, 12 AM UTC, well 12 AM local time to 11th of May 2025 at 11:59 PM local time. And for that you need to complete a variety of bounties that are delivered via dispatch, and that can earn you up to 200 season points. So completing the 7 bounties in the campaign will earn you 1,000 Theta tokens. You can restart the campaign up to 3 additional times to earn more Theta tokens. Whether that's another 1,000 each time, I don't know. But then completing it twice, if it's say 1,000, then it would get you bronze. If you did it all 4 times, you'd instantly be on silver for the Theta medal. But again, we don't know how many points that will award in total. Then we have the first two on-the-ground anomaly events, so one in Manila in the Philippines and one in Providence, Rhode Island, USA, and those are the weekend of the 17th of May 2025. Those are followed by ones in Perth, Australia and Chemnitz, Germany, the weekend of 14th of June 2025. And for those, it mentions that you could take part in multiple score-based competitive operations such as Urban Ops, Stealth Ops, Anomaly Campaign, Portal Battles and Shard Operations. Urban and Stealth Ops availability may vary site to site, and from that you can earn up to 250 season points per site. It also mentions there's a new thing that on-site agents will be issued a series of site bounties during the designated battle period. Hack wants to complete the first bounty and 1,500 plus Theta tokens. Complete the remaining 6 bounties to earn an additional 1,000 plus Theta tokens, which again would get you the bronze medal on there if you've not got any points previously. This is then followed up by the skirmish events. So for EMEA, there's 13 locations on the 24th of May 2025, 4 p.m. to 5:40 p.m. local time. The 13 AMER locations are 31st of May 2025, 4 p.m. to 5:40 p.m. local time. And the 13 APAC locations are the 7th of June 2025, 4 p.m. to 5:40 p.m. local time. For the shard skirmish / shard singular, traverse shards greater than a defined minimum distance, and battle beacon skirmish, fight for control of very rare battle beacons across a series of portal clusters, and there are up to 18 points per site for the shard skirmish and battle beacon skirmish, whereas the shard singular, which I'll get into later on, is up to 128 season points per weekend. For the shard skirmish, you need to hack any portal where a shard is currently present to earn 1,000 plus Theta tokens, and hack one shard spawns portal per wave to earn 100 plus Theta tokens. For the shard singular, there's no plus Theta tokens available. For the battle beacon skirmish, if you hack one battle beacon skirmish portal per wave, you'll earn 500 plus Theta tokens. The final outcome of the plus Theta anomaly season will be based on the total season score accrued by each faction from all of the above components, and the faction with the higher final score will claim the season. During the skirmishes and anomalies, there are the portal immunity instabilities. So there's immunity periods for Aerofactors and Jarvis viruses, and that will affect all portals globally during the time it's active. So this means you can't flip portals during that time. On skirmish days, the instability will begin approximately 1 hour prior to the beginning of shard jump sites of the first day, and will conclude approximately 1 hour after the end of shard jump sites the last day. For anomaly days, the instability will begin approximately 1 hour prior to the beginning of anomaly battle beacons, and will end approximately 1 hour after the conclusion of anomaly battle beacon activities on the last site of the day. I think I've covered this before, but immunity period varies between a variety of 5 and a maximum of 55 minutes, round to a whole minute. So for example, 7 minutes 0 seconds, and the current immunity period will be modified globally approximately every 30 minutes, and it will affect all portals. So basically during that time you can't flip portals. It's a bit of a pain. I've not experienced any issues with it when I've been trying to flip portals myself, but it's something they have going on, I guess, to prevent people flipping portals and getting the score tweaked slightly. As always with the anomaly seasons, there's various things you can buy in the Ingress in-game store. So from the 19th of April, there's a Plus Theta Rewards Premium package that you can buy, which is 30,800 CMU. That was the one mentioned earlier that gives you additional items and presumably some Plus Theta tokens. From the 18th of April to the 5th of May, there's a Ben Jackland 2025 bundle, again 30,800 CMU. That's followed on 16th of May, 11 AM UTC to the 2nd of June, 11 AM UTC. There's an ADA 2025 Resistance bundle, which is again 30,800 CMU. At the same time, there's an ADA 2025 Neutral bundle available, 30,800 CMU. And then there's a third ADA badge pulled from the archives, the ADA 2017 badge, available at the same time, which is 30,800 CMU. Then from the 30th of May to the 30th of June, there's a Plus Theta Supporter bundle, which is 30,800 CMU, and a Plus Theta Core Subscriber Supporter bundle available, again exclusive to core subscribers like we've had previously, and that's 30,800 CMU as well. The 13th of June to the 30th of June, There's a Roland Jarvis Enlightened 2025 bundle, which is 30,800 CMU. At the same time, there's a Roland Jarvis 2025 Neutral bundle available for the same price, and one from the archives, Roland Jarvis 2018, again available at the same time, which is 30,800 CMU. The ADA badges do also come back into the store from the 16th of June to the 30th of June. So if you miss out on the badges the first time they come around, you can pick those up again. There's no issue. And the Ben Jacklin 2025 badge also comes back at that time, 16th of June, 11:59 PM UTC to 30th of June, 11:59 PM UTC. So if you miss them the first time around for those ones, don't worry, you'll be able to pick them up whenever you need to. That's the overview post, but there are a few additional things to go to about the global op, the skirmish, and anomaly events that I'll cover now. The global campaign for the Plus Theta Anomaly starts on the 19th of April, 12 AM local time, and includes 11th of May, 11:59 PM local time. During that time, you'll see a Plus Theta campaign global under dispatch, and there will be 7 bounties for agents to engage with, and they include recharging, capturing portals, deploying resonators, upgrading resonators. They note that only upgrading a resonator deployed by another agent will count towards this bounty. You can't upgrade your own resonators. Deploying portal power-ups, so that includes focus, fireworks, and all types of portal beacons. Uploading portal scans, obtaining portal keys through hacking. We don't yet have the full details of how much you'll need to do each of those and whether it'll increase each time you redo it, but those are the main bounties that you'll be doing. Agents who successfully complete all 7 bounties will be rewarded with 1,000 plus Theta tokens. After completing 5 bounties, agents claim the campaign reward and restart the campaign, and you can restart the campaign up to 3 additional times. Each successful campaign completion will result in up to 1,000 additional plus Theta tokens. Therefore, agents have the potential to earn a maximum of 4,000 plus Theta tokens across 4 campaign completions. So if you do complete all 4, that'll instantly get you the Silver Plus Theta Anomaly medal. 400 season points shall be distributed according to the aggregate number of bounties claimed by the members of each respective faction. All proportional allocations will be rounded to 1 decimal place, and the Ingress team will publish official results within 1 week following conclusion of the global operation via a dedicated season score update on their website. So that's something different, something where everyone will be able to earn a Plus Theta Anomaly medal if they do the global campaign tasks. You've got quite a while to do it, nearly a month, because it starts on the 19th of April, ends 11th of May. So it will have started by the time of the next podcast. I'll let you know how far I am in it. I expect not very far, but I'll let you know. Regarding the skirmishes and the anomalies, I'll cover those in the next week's podcast, just so you're not getting loads of information all at once, because there's quite a bit to go through on there. We are waiting for details to be announced still, because the skirmishes, for example, don't happen till nearer the end of May, and the anomalies are happening on the 17th of May and 14th of June, so they're a little ways away, so I'd rather do things when it's closer to the time and more relevant. Speaking of the anomalies, the play boxes for the Manila, Philippines and the Providence, Rhode Island anomalies are ornamented on the map, so you can see them now on the Intel map and see what you need to do on there. And if you are attending, you see how wide of a play box you've got, and it'll enable any of your team leads, people organising it, to get things more organised now they know where they'll be playing. I would guess that the Earth and Chemnitz ones will highlight up later next month. It'd be a bit early for them to be highlighted yet, but do keep an eye on the Intel map to see when those appear. That's all I have now for the anomaly related news, so I'll move on now to general Ingress news.
This is Shimon, former community manager for the Witcher Monster Slayer, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
On the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day, agents noticed that pictures on portals were turning into images of sofas/couches, with different ones for neutral, machina, resistance, and enlightened portals. The Ingress team also put a blog post to say, trial run commencing, place your own temporary couch portal. Agents were excited to announce a unique opportunity to participate in a limited time trial run of a brand new feature, temporary couch portals. What is a couch portal? A couch portal is a temporary portal you can place at the location you're choosing During this trial, you can purchase a couch portal to become active in Ingress for 7 days. Why are we introducing this? We're exploring new ways to enhance the Ingress experience by providing more couch potato-friendly gameplay, giving you the ability to strategically place a portal that advances the investigation on plus Theta, introducing a new level of convenience, allowing you to access the portal from the comfort of your favourite cushion, exploring new revenue screens to help us continue to invest in the upcoming project Dormituber. How does it work? Starting this week, you can purchase a 7-day couch portal for $99.99 USD through our official Shopify store. Here's what you need to do. Provide desired latitude and longitude coordinates for your couch portal. Choose one of 4 unique couch colours to customize your portal. Please note, portal names will be assigned automatically. Important trial run details. Number of couch portals available for purchase strictly limited. Act fast, secure yours. 7-day activation. Your couch portal will be active in Ingress for 7 days within April 2025. Right to remove. The Ingress team reserves the right to remove any couch portal at any time without prior notice, should it present any issues, including but not limited to concerns about safety, privacy, legal compliance, artistic integrity, or gameplay fairness. Reporting concerns. If you have concerns about a couch portal, please report it to the in-game reporting system. Your feedback matters. This is a trial run. Your feedback is crucial. We're closely monitoring social media sentiment and comments. Your feedback will be carefully reviewed and considered by the Ingress team. We'll use our insights to inform our decision-making process and determine whether to proceed with further development. Please share your thoughts and experiences using the Couch Portal hashtag. Important notice, this is a trial run. This feature may or may not become a permanent part of Ingress. We are committed to transparency and will communicate any updates based on the results of this test. We're excited to see how you utilise couch portals during this trial run. Obviously, this was Ingress's April Fool's event, so they have a sponsored portal account management, so spam, saying that you can buy the couch portal for $99.99 USD. And if you go to check it on the Shopify store, it's sold out. So it's never really been there. So it was a fun little thing as someone that's had couch portals pretty much everywhere he's lived since playing Ingress. I know if it's a pain than something that many players don't get to have. I thought it was a fun little joke and a nice little thing for April Fools as well. Whilst I mentioned I wasn't going to cover any of the lore that we've had drop recently in the media drops, it has been noticed by agents that Machina had been declining and it eventually completely decayed briefly. There were no Machina owned portals. It's now on the rise again, so there will be some portals available for Second Sunday for you to go and blow up and take down, hopefully. If not, you should still get the tick for reclaiming them, but I would have scans ready if you can, just in case you can't claim it in that way, and that's the usual way you get it. Obviously, you can do missions as well, or visit 5 all-time unique portals and explore somewhere new. I guess that kind of leads into that it is Second Sunday today. So I've already completed Second Sunday, I had a load of scans stored up, so I uploaded about 14 of those, I think, maybe 12, just to make sure I'd got enough for each portal to claim it from whoever had it before. I think I've now got enough on my new device to last me until June, so I should be good until then. I might get a few more stacked up on portals when I go out and visit, just to make sure I can then get up to gold on my Second Sunday badge when I finally hit 12. It'll also be handy to source something for winter when I may not necessarily want to go out in the cold and do scans and have some ready to go from there. So next up I need to address one of the bigger news items that concerns some changes happening to Ingress on the 15th of this month, so not very far away, and then some coming up later this month as well. On the 4th of April, the Ingress team shared an update. Getting ready for Niantic Spatial. As you may have heard, Ingress is preparing to spin out into a new startup, Niantic Spatial. As part of this work, there are several changes we need to make over the next few weeks. Sign in with Facebook will be removed as a login method. If you currently only sign in with Facebook to sign into Ingress or the Intel map, please link a new login provider like sign in with Google or sign in with Apple via the Ingress settings menu or your Niantic profile as soon as possible. Campfire will be removed from Ingress. We'll disable the option to send Campfire direct messages and remove Campfire from the main menu before the end of the month. Your Niantic profile will be removed from your Ingress agent profile. Ingress will also be removed from the list of game profiles on your Niantic profile. Additionally, our release cadence may be disrupted over the next few months. There's lots of work to be done, and we're a small but mighty development team. Rest assured that already announced events like upcoming mission days and anomalies should not be impacted, and they will continue as scheduled. We're still finalising additional details with other teams, but the Niantic Wayfarer team recently shared an update on their forum, and we'll share more information as soon as we're able to. There was then a further update recently on the 11th of April to note on Tuesday, April 15th at 10:30am PDT, we'll disable Niantic Campfire and the Niantic profile in Ingress. Additionally, we'll temporarily pause new portal nominations and portal edits, as well as new missions and mission edits until new solutions are ready at Niantic Spatial. On Thursday, April 17th from 10:30am at PDT to 4:30pm PDT, we'll temporarily disable account linking and unlinking, new account creation and distance tracking. You may experience issues using Sign In with Apple to sign into Ingress, but you should be able to sign in using Sign In with Google instead. Sign In with Facebook will be removed as a login provider starting with the Ingress version at 2.165.1. So just to recap, that's a lot of changes with not a lot of notice. So that means from the 15th of April, you won't be able to make any new portal nominations. So hopefully you weren't planning a trip anywhere to go nominate and load new stuff. You will still be able to nominate in Pokemon Go if you're level 37 or above. And it's not known whether those will still then sync to the Ingress map. I would assume so until the new thing has come into being, whatever they end up calling it. You won't be able to make any edits or anything like that either. There is a Wayfarer post on this that I'll go through Niantic Tintino's answers to some questions as well in the Wayfarer section that I go through. But for some agents, this has also thrown up new questions. So whether in the new system that Ingress makes, does the Wayfarer abuse enforcement ladder still stick? So for example, if you were banned or got a 7-day ban in Ingress for things you did in Wayfarer, does that still then count under the new system? Whether the criteria will be changed or be the same, whether there'll be still 40 portal nominations, whether it will still work the same way and you'll log into a site to review, whether there'll be any machine learning review involved, because that obviously happened previously on Wayfarer. I know it's been off for a little while now, but it was a thing. So I don't know who that ends up going to, whether that stays with Niantic, whether that goes to Scopely and they keep the machine learning. I don't know. And again, will the criteria be the same? Will it be great places to explore, socialize, exercise? Will the previous OPR way of rating stars instead of thumbs up, thumbs down come back? I don't know. It's not really known at the moment. And whether Ingress agents will still be able to participate in Wayfarer challenges when those come up. We were expecting one in Q1. I guess that's been disrupted by all the Scopely stuff going on. Whether we'll have one at all before the end of Q2 pass. But we'll just have to see how it plays out. And we'll move into some Wayfarer news now, as I mentioned, and then we'll continue on.
Hey, this is Sim, Global Product Marketing Lead for Peridot, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
The previous Ingress news post mentioned that there was a post on the Wayfarer forums. It covers pretty much the same things that I've mentioned already. However, Niantic Tintino has been going in and answering some questions there, so I just wanted to run through those quickly as well. So Investigate XM asked, do you know what happens with the existing database? Will it be split at some point with Pokemon Go and Ingress having a different set? Or will there still be some sort of sync between Pokemon Go and Ingress contributions? Hi Investigate XM, still working on the first part, but there will not be a sync between Pokemon Go and Ingress edits, photos, nominations, and contributions. I'm not going to read the numbers in this name, but PG Slayer says, will there be any sync between Wayfarer and whatever Ingress decides to use? Niantic Tintino, no, there will be two different and unrelated systems after the transition. Blue Train 2002 asked, am I to assume that any future Wayfarer challenges will have Pokemon Go only prizes? 19Tino said, great question. If Wayfarer challenges continue as they have been the past couple of years, and they happen on the Scopely side, then yes, the prize would be Pokemon Go only if they chose to continue collaborating. Grogyen mentioned, historically, Ingress players were the ones who built out the Wayspot database 13 years ago. There is a lot besides Operation Portal Recon before it was Wayfarer. Ingress players have also enabled millions of Wayspots through VPS activated. These systems are integral to the game Ingress, whereas Pokemon Go players, for the most part, don't care about how these systems are also integral to Pokemon Go. What I'd like to know is how on earth the Ingress team and Niantic Space are meant to have an accurate portal map if they're working on their own system, OPR version 2, and have that be as up to date as the Wayfarer Wayspot database. Tina replied, awesome question, thanks for including some of the history of what is now Wayfarer. I agree the Ingress community has contributed significantly to the map, forever grateful. In response to your question, that is something we're still working to solve and understand the complexity of that, given the single map as we now know we're going from 2 groups of map contributors to 1 group, Ingress agents. Quapass64 asked, a lot of submitters utilise Ingress's IITC for scoping out nominations. Will there be an alternative for Pokemon Go submitters? Also, from my understanding of this post, that Ingress nomination will eventually not show up in Scopely games. Is there a timeline for us to expect this change? Also, I'll utilise all 80 of my nominations between Pokemon Go and Ingress. Will the Pokemon Go nomination account be increased? Niantic Tino replied to say, IITC map for Pokemon Go. Unfortunately, that's unknown at this time and be up to Scopely to decide once the transition takes place. I was sure to mention the request when it happened though, great idea. Correct, Ingress contributions won't show up in Pokemon Go, Ingress or Monster Hunter now and vice versa. Regarding Pokemon Go nomination increasing is unknown and might not be determined until the dust settles. Just Quick Now had a few questions, so they said, are there plans to maintain community review in a format fair on the Niantic Spatial side? Will the 3 basic tenets of Wayspot eligibility remain, or do you see a fresh look at eligibility requirements for Niantic Spatial games? Is the merger of this new system into the Scaniverse system being considered? 2 birds, 1 stone. So many questions, need time to gather them all. From an Ingress or at least Niantic Spatial only perspective, what changes/updates would you like to see? This question is not just for the current Niantic team, seems like an interesting topic to ponder, maybe outside the scope of this thread. Niantic Tino replied to say, maintain community review in a similar format, unknown at this time what it will look like and how similar it will be to the current system. 3 basic tenets of Wayspot eligibility remain, unknown at this time for both sides. Is the merger of this new system into the Scaniverse system being considered? Not at this time. What changes would you like to see? Haha, I've been deep in the changes, haven't spent much time thinking beyond week to week, so I'll have to take some time to think about this. William Jamal also had a few questions, so they said, inclusion rules for the new Wayfarer map, acceptance criteria, same, new. What about Emily? Is Emily coming to Scopely? Will Scopely say the words S2 cells? So Niantic Tino replied to say, inclusion rules for the new Wayfarer map, that will still remain game specific, so we'll have to consult the Ingress team if they plan to change this. Acceptance criteria, same, new, unknown at this time for both sides. What about ML? I think you're the first to ask about this. I'll have to consult the team on this one. No, I did not forget about our beloved Emily. Will Scopely say the words S2 cells? You'll have to ask them once the transition happens. So I think that's all the questions that Niantic Tino responded to on there. I just want to clarify the few bits that they had called out and given more updates on following the update that obviously there was the breaking news episode I had last time where we know that Wayfarer will come out of Ingress and we'll have a new system at some point. It seems like the criteria could change on both sides and we don't know when the new system comes in, how long we'll be able without new portal nominations for. It's a bit of a thing. The last little bit of Wayfarer news is that some agents have noticed their contributions from back in like 2023, 2022 are showing under review for Niantic, even though they are live on the map. So we don't really know what's going on there, whether they're training the machine learning, whether they're doing something with it and saying, showing some new staff or something, say, yeah, this is good, this is not good, whether they'll get rejected after being reviewed again. I don't know. I've got 2 of mine that are currently under review. One took a long time to go through from the Eden project, where I'd submitted something that was a microbial bacteria mask. I think it's called Microbial Me. I got rejected a bunch of times. I think I submitted it 4 times in the end because it was getting rejected on the silly things like live animal. But it did eventually go through fine. So it's a bit weird that it's now under review again. I have to see what happens with it and update you. So I'll check on it next time and see what's happened there. That's all I've really got for this week, because we've got lots of Wayfarer and Niantic spatial questions we don't have answers for yet. Hopefully we get those in the coming weeks. But I'll move on now to get things wrapped up, and I'll do the next sound as a bit of a teaser for a future episode.
Hey there, this is Jeff James, game designer from Marvel World of Heroes, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
Hope you enjoyed that little teaser there. So there is an upcoming episode of Ingress Insights coming out on the 15th of April. That will be covering another Sunset Niantic game. So this one was Marvel World of Heroes, and that's, as I said, coming up on the 15th of April to tie in with when Daredevil Born Again ends, because we spent a bit of time chatting about that with Jeff James, who was the game designer on Marvel World of Heroes. Hope you listen and enjoy a look into a game that many people didn't really get to play. Next week we should have started the Plus Theta global campaign, so I'll be able to give an update on how I'm doing there and see any progress, as well as see if we get any updates on when we'll get a new nomination system for Ingress, because we cut off on Wayfarer contributions by that point. In addition, I think it'll be 1 year since the Ingress community forum is closed, so I might do a bit of a look back at that and see what's happened with that in the meantime, what the communication strategy for engaging with users has been, now that we'll be losing Campfire as well. Obviously, along with losing Thea as the operations manager and community specialist, it's interesting to see what Ingress's community engagement plan is going forward. Then anything else that comes up I'll cover as well, but I don't expect we'll have masses of news now that we've had all the Plus Theta things come out. We'll have a little update, I guess, in the coming months. So again, mentioned about the Facebook login being cut off there, and anything happening with the law I'll go through too. Hope you all have a great second Sunday, agents. Remember to complete your assignment and get a tick on that badge. And hope you have a great day and happy hacking. Speak to you again soon. Thank you, agents, for listening to the latest episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do that on a few channels. So on Threads under the name ingress.insights, on Instagram under the name ingress.insights as well. Twitter/X, which posts episodes of the podcast, is under Ingress Insights, no dot in that one. And you can also watch these episodes on YouTube under Ingress Insights Podcast. You can send us a voice message by visiting the podcaster's Spotify page. And finally, you can buy Ingress Insights merch, such as mugs, pins, t-shirts, by going to epublic.com/user/ingress-insights. And on there, you'll see all the designs that we've got listed at the moment. There are some new ones that will be coming up at some point soon, but you can buy your Ingress Insights mug, hats, t-shirts, tote bags, anything like that you want. Thank you again for listening. Hope you tune in next week. If you do like the show, please do rate it on the podcast service you're listening to. I look forward to speaking with you all about Ingress again.
Intel package transferred.